Hello, it is intake time for the Audi. This box is like destroyed. But before we get into that, we have merch. I'm gonna do a merch plug. This is our manga inspired Granda merch. We got t-shirts, champion hoodies, posters, stickers. That's about it that's on there right now. We have a whole new drop coming as well. That's on the way, probably next week. The hats, I know people are probably gonna want some of these embroidered hats. They're sick, but this is from an old drop shipping company that I used to have way back when, and I can't figure out how to find a new drop shipping company to make these because I can't use the old one. And that's been a hassle to try to find someone that can embroider this logo. So once I figure that out, I'll drop these hats again. Go check this out though, Granda merch. Use code GRANDA for 10% off your order. Let's get into this. I don't think I mentioned this is an intake for the Audi right here. Finally, we'll have turbo noises in the Audi. It's got a diverter valve spacer in it already. And you can hear the stock intake flutter when you let off the gas. So this will actually give us all the boost noises. This box is mangled. Oh, the filter. Here's all the pieces. Okay, so it looks like we have a bunch of random piping. It's all black ceramic coated, which is cool. That looks like that's where the MAF sensor is gonna go. We have a bunch of random heat shielding. That, I'm sure we'll figure out where that goes. More piping. This is by Koyostar. I got this off of eBay for like 200 bucks. Not a bad price for an intake that's all ceramic coated and everything. We got some couplers, some hose clamps, hoses, and other things in there. Here's the filter. It's red. I don't know if it was red in the ad photos. I can't remember. Let's pop the hood and do this. This honestly should be really easy. Every time I say that, I end up being out here for hours. So I really hope I didn't just jinx myself because I'm gonna be upset. First, we come over to my handy toolbox. I don't know what size Torx it is, so we're gonna grab all the sizes of Torx that I have in here, which are scattered. As you can tell, I'm very organized. Is that the last one? Oh no, we need the special Torx bits with the hole in them. That might be an issue, because these don't have that. Uh-oh. Well, first things first, we can take that off. That's too small. And that's the biggest one I grabbed, dang it. I'm literally just rummaging. Man, I think the tools are gonna be my Forester. The Forester's looking all sad. Makes me sad looking at this car all stock wheels. I took the rear spats off because I want to redo this whole car this winter. And I can't drive it on these wheels. Also, update, I ordered wheels for it today. So those will be coming soon. Open that up. That should probably go in the Legacy, and I'll forget about it, but that's fine. Yeah. Not on the top. Oh boy. Come on, are these the safety ones? No. Those will work for the Torx bits that I need. But where's the safety ones? I know I had a set of safety ones. There they are. Take this Torx bit off. Get in there and let it focus. That one, it's right in this corner. Hopefully I have a few of those specialty Torx with a hole in the middle. Hopefully one of those fits. We have a winner. I got no clue what size that is, but hey, it fits. Whoa, that is not what I was expecting it to look like. I'm used to Subaru MAF sensors. I'm just gonna set this guy up here out of the way very safely. Gotta grab some pliers to get that off. Just pop that off. This just probably comes out pretty easily. No. This came out. Cool. Yeah. That's out. Look at all that room we got now. Next up is that guy. Oh. There's a torque spit down there. If I lose this, won't be good. The stance. Oh, didn't drop anything. Let's go. Well, this is off now. Now we got to figure out how to put all of that together. The old coupler off that was down there. This was by far the hardest thing to get off, to get it down there, because there was a lip around it. So I had to try and push it down and then squeeze that out and then get it off the pipe. Kind of worked out. This obviously goes there first because it has a provision for that hose right there. We got to swap the couplers over. All right, so we have quite a bit mocked up right now. All of this is loose besides the clamp on the bottom of this coupler back here because it's impossible to get to that unless all of this is taken off. So we have the one down there super tight. And then we have all of the rest of this mocked up. And now I got to figure out the heat shielding that we're back here. All this mocks up like super regular. It's really easy to figure that out. That's why I just put it on a time lapse. The O2 or the MAF sensor, I think, had to go on backwards. I don't remember it twisting like that, but that was the only way it fit up. That's the only way it lined up. And you reuse one of the provisions down here from where we took that first torque spit out for the airbox. That holds the intake in right here. So now we just got to figure out this stuff, which is going to be probably a little confusing. Figured out where it goes, how it goes. There's a big flat piece, goes underneath like that, steps down over here. That's where all the air comes in for the intake. And then the intake goes through that hole, and this bolts to that like this. So it channels it this way, and then you have this last smaller piece that also helps channel it in this corner. That way it channels right directly to the intake. So we got to put that together. They gave us some hardware and stuff right here. So we'll put this together real quick and then throw the rest of the intake on, and then we should be done. I think she's done. All the hose clamps got tightened up. You reuse a provision for this bolt right here for help holding this ducting. It also gave me like a rubber grommet to put on that right here, but the rubber grommet made it hard for everything to fit, so I just didn't do that. I also didn't put all of these bolts in that hold all this together. It just seemed kind of too much to put on, like seemed kind of overbearing. I might throw this one on so it looks a little better because you look in here and then you at least see all the bolts, because the ones I didn't put in, you don't really. I guess that's the only other one. But yeah, I think she done. As for this hose that normally went to the front of the intake, the stock one, I've had it unplugged before on accident and drove it around without even realizing it. Never through check engine light or anything, so I think it's okay just to kind of leave here and leave like that. I don't think that'll cause an issue. I found one more thing. There is a vacuum port underneath the intake right here. I assume it goes here because this had nothing on it, and that just is what makes sense, and this hose that they provided fits the right way. However, these ports on the intake manifolds on the Euro cars, on the TFSI and the TSI engines, no one can really figure out. All my buddies that are Audi technicians, there's like no way to figure out, because some of these come like blocked from factory and some don't. Mine doesn't have a port on this, so I'm assuming mine's blocked from factory, but if I have that open, then I'm gonna have a boost leak. So my thought is it's probably blocked from factory because there's nothing on here when I bought the car, and the person who owned it before me wouldn't have ever touched the car. So to have that not leak, I'm just gonna throw this hose on here anyways, because it's most likely blocked from factory, and then that way it's not gonna leak. But this hose is really thin and it likes to kink, so I'm just gonna squeeze it, and that should be good, I hope. I'm gonna start the car now. I just wanna tight, that hose is on, put that hose on, all that's tightened down, should be it. I don't want to touch my nice wheel with my gross hands right now, so I'm gonna stay away from that. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, it didn't like something. We'll try one more time. Weird, it's just dying. Okay, I took that hose that we last added off of the intake manifold. Let's see if that makes a difference. What the hell? Well, I figured out what was wrong. We had the MAF in this way, which was backwards because that's the only way the bolt holes lined up. Pull it out, it's supposed to get airflow from this way, so it's got to go in this way. I'm sure that's 100% our problem. However, the holes don't line up that way, so that's not good. I had to modify it a little bit and make the holes on the actual sensor itself wider so I could actually fit some screws in there. Got some screws in there. It's nice and tight. We'll try and start the car again. Here we go. There was our issue. Now it works. All right, we're gonna go ahead and clean this whole mess up and then take her for a rip. Did find out that hose that goes there, it's just a drain in case water gets in. So you just stick it somewhere that it can drain and we're good. I cleaned my hands so I shouldn't dirty my steering wheel too bad. Let's go for the first drive and get some noise clips of this. Oh, the flutter. Oh, the flutter is so good. I will say the intake's not quite as loud as I thought it would be. Yeah, it's not quite as loud as I thought it would be, but it's still some nice turbo noise. Traction in second, dang. Apparently throwing a cold air intake on this car is supposed to give you 30 more horsepower. I don't know if that's real or not. That's that bent wheel that leaks very slowly. I don't know if that's real or not. It'll take a few days for the car to adjust to the new air fuel stuff. So it'll be a minute before I'll be able to tell a difference, but we did just spin second gear, which normally doesn't happen. Some good flutter on that one. The MAF sensor being kind of bunk like that, like it wouldn't seal right, and maybe throw a check engine, but we got no check engine light, at least yet, so we'll probably have to drive it some more miles. Well, we got a check engine light the last time I started it, so we're gonna check what that is now. I really hope it has nothing to do with the intake. I'm gonna be really bummed if it does. Okay, let's see. Please don't be bad. Another evap one, weird. Dang it! All the windows up and everything, you can hear the intake in the car way better. Let's see if we can get it on camera. Please don't mind my change rattling. I can hear the flutter way better inside the car too. I cleared the check engine light for the mass airflow sensor because I figured possibly might have thrown that code because we had it in backwards before. And that might be why I tried to start the car with it in backwards. That might be why it threw the code. So now that it's all put together the right way, I cleared the code. We're gonna go drive it for a minute and see if the code comes back on. It sounds good. Still no check engine light. We've driven like 15, 20 miles, I think. Oh, the flutter is so good. Okay, the last time the check engine light came on was after I shut the car all the way off. So we're gonna shut the car off, turn everything off, and then we're gonna start it again and see if the check engine light comes on. Oh, it did. No! I don't think it's sitting down in there all the way. I'm gonna see if I can tweak it to get it to seal a little better. Well, that sucks. This is gonna be the end of that video, guys. I don't know what to do. That really sucks. Yeah. All right. Peace out.